I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first, the Myth. And they will have a power advantage here. And they'll be facing Ice Cold. As you can see, they will enjoy a reach advantage. They meet as featherweights.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
First up, we have the Myth from the United Kingdom. In their last fight, they won by knockout. Up against them, Ice Cold from the United Kingdom. In their last fight, they got knocked out. Let's see if they can bounce back in this one.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10. Corner from the United Kingdom, wearing the black trunks, trimmed with black, the Myth. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United Kingdom, wearing the cyan trunks with gray trim, Ice Cold.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
This is like being at a carnival. The fans are happy to be outside, and on top of that, they've got a fight to watch.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Right hook's already working well. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Defense is not an option for these two. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Nice job blocking the hook. What a nightmare scenario! And Ice Cold has been knocked down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four. And you still want to fight.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What's the referee thinking right now? And down goes Ice Cold. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go for round 2. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Misses with the right uppercut. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The building is going bananas. And down to the canvas goes ice cold. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Fighting under the candlelight. Well, here we have the Myth.
This bout,
Expectation. And there's the bell for round one. A straight right just misses. Insane action. Nice hook. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach. And this part, hold it right there. The corner's got the towel. They're going to throw it in. And make some space, man, for Spaceman. He's been dropped. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
They blocked the left there. Beautiful counter punch. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And Spaceman goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six.
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
And there's the bell to start round two. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Catch and shoot. The charts. Hold that thought. So much for defensive abilities. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't. Why weren't they covering up? I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here. It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. Up first,
This bout.
expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Words.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. A straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. There's a counter shot. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Nope, that hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores. On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Did well to block that right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Jab slightly off target. And that hook misses. And he scores with the counter. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter lands. That hook was off target. These two fighters are made for one another. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't find a home for that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The jab doesn't quite connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble. Let's start the 6th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
His stamina is off the charts. This could be the end. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. So much for defensive ability. And down goes Rockstar. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. It's not over till it's over. Round 7, here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Hold it right there. Will the referee stop it? Going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They're always looking for that KO. And Rockstar gets dropped. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Good counter punching. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Oh, wait a minute. At some point, the court, and down goes Rockstar. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.